What is a Catholic 12-step healing program? Catholic 12-step healing programs are a faith-based approach to addiction recovery, from substances to gambling, that combines the principles of traditional 12-step programs with Catholic teachings and practices. I will focus on substance addiction, but any form of addiction is applicable and can be interchanged. These programs offer a safe and supportive environment for individuals struggling with addiction to alcohol as well as substance. To find healing and spiritual growth. A Catholic 12-step program is built upon the belief that addiction is a disease that requires both physical and spiritual healing. By integrating prayer, confession, and sacraments into the recovery process, participants can experience a deeper sense of connection with God, while also addressing their addiction. The role of faith in recovery is a crucial aspect of the Catholic 12-step program. This program emphasizes the importance of turning to God for help and guidance in overcoming addiction and other struggles. Participants are encouraged to deepen their relationship with God through prayer, meditation, and reflection on Scripture. The program also incorporates Catholic teachings and values, such as forgiveness and compassion, into the recovery process. Learning to seek forgiveness from those we have offended, and to forgive yourself. Faith and spiritual awakening provides a source of strength and hope for individuals seeking healing and transformation in their lives. The 12 steps derive from the 12-step program of Alcoholics Anonymous. The 12 steps constitute the foundation principles of guidance in the Alcoholics Anonymous Fellowship Program. And it is the spiritual powerhouse of Alcoholics Anonymous. Program participants work through the 12 steps, making needed personal changes to overcome their addiction and maintain sobriety. Incorporated into the 12 steps includes admitting that you are powerlessness over the addiction, and the need of a higher power, God, is crucial to taking a moral inventory of our behavior and making restitution to those we have injured. And the list goes on. The Catholic 12-step program is built upon the belief that addiction is a disease that requires both physical and spiritual healing. And many would say that addiction in general is a spiritual disease with physical and emotional symptoms. Faith-based 12-step recovery programs around the world use similar steps. The nature of the program provides people with support, while creating a spiritual environment which helps one heal. A central belief of a Catholic 12-step program maintains that addiction is a progressive disease. And by integrating prayer, confession, and the sacraments into the recovery process, participants can experience a deeper sense of connection with God, while also addressing their addiction. The strength and guidance from a divine power helps those struggling with addiction to overcome their struggles. To maximize success, participants are encouraged to attend regular meetings where they can share their experiences and receive support from others who are also on the path to recovery. Not unlike other 12-step programs, the Catholic 12-step healing program emphasizes the importance of community support in the recovery process. It recognizes that addiction is a disease that affects not only the individual but also their loved ones. 12-step Catholic healing programs are not a replacement for other recovery treatments, but as a supplement to existing 12-step recovery programs such as Alcoholics Anonymous. Catholic 12-step healing programs differ from secular programs in that they incorporate Catholic teachings, sacraments, and spiritual practices into the recovery process. Programs such as these often integrate a holistic approach to the recovery process, focusing on all aspects of a person, including the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual needs one might have. Catholic programs emphasize the importance of prayer, meditation, confession, and participation in Mass. This is because the Catholic approach views addiction as a spiritual disease that requires a holistic healing approach to address not only physical and mental aspects, but also the spiritual ones. In contrast, secular programs tend to focus solely on psychological and behavioral interventions. These programs often start with detoxification as would the Catholic approach, and then they continue with a focus on behavioral therapies. So what are the 12 steps of a Catholic recovery? 1. We admit we were powerless over the substances and alcohol, and because of them our lives had become unmanageable. 2. Come to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3. Make a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. 4. Make a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5. Admit to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6. We're entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. 7. Humbly ask Him to remove our shortcomings. 8. Make a list of all persons we had harmed, and become willing to make amends to them all. 9. Make direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10. Continue to take personal inventory, and when we are wrong promptly admitted it. 11. Seek through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God, as we understand Him, praying only for knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. And lastly, 12. Having had a spiritual awakening as the result of these steps, we have tried to carry this message to others, and to practice these principles in all our affairs. If you want to learn more about this approach, go into the internet and look up Catholic in Recovery, one word.com. This is a good place to start. 12-step recovery does not suit everyone. But a New York Times article stated that Alcoholics Anonymous claims that up to 75% of its members remain abstinent and stay sober. But the program only works if you work it. There is nothing magical about the information in the program. Nothing that will magically cure you just by hearing it. But if you do the work, if you turn the words into practices, you can make progress. With that said, no one is guaranteed they won't relapse. According to one survey of members of Alcoholics Anonymous, 75% experience a relapse during their first year of recovery. For those who are sober 5 years, the rate drops to 7%. In a recent study using data from the National Recovery Study, a large nationally representative sample of 2002 U.S. adults, who indicated that they used to have a substance use problem, but no longer do, revealed that the number of serious recovery attempts ranged from 0-100, with 50% of people, the median, required only 2 attempts, with an average of 5. Approximately 13% of the sample reported not making any serious recovery attempts. Importantly, those with 5+ years of recovery reported the same pattern of serious recovery attempts to that of the full sample. I leave you with this last commentary. Take life, be it associated with recovery or just living, one day at a time. Remember to focus on the present. We cannot see the future, and we cannot control the universe. But we